Morning Snapchat. I just had a previous conversation with my nephew, and it kind of brought me back a little. So I kind of want to, a lot of you. I was going through a depression during my transformation. So imagine not having an appetite and trying to eat 6 to 7 meals a day and have the motivation to go to the gym. You guys asked me what my motivation was. I always told you guys it was mainly for my son, just to show him that even though I grew up, even though I grew up fat, that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to necessarily be that way. With hard work, you reap reward. But another motivation I had, a friend of mine, because the depression that I went through was, I was very heavy in real estate. I owned a lot of properties outright and all that stuff. Had a lot of cash saved up and all that stuff. But I ended up making a business move that wasn't too great. So with all that, I lost pretty much everything, and I was pretty much started from scratch. But I remember crying all the time. My family didn't understand, how could I be, the strong Robins be so depressed. And I remember talking to a friend of mine, and I told her I feel like I'm starting over at a late age. I was 31, 32, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to do right now. I feel lost. And she gave me an advice, and she said, "Why are you saying you're old? I mean, I feel like I'm starting from scratch." And she said, "You know what? You are old. You're actually an 80-year-old man." And I looked at her like she was crazy. Please, I asked her to please elaborate. She said, "Yeah, you're an 80-year-old man that passed away, and you met God at the gate. God asked you. He stated, what would you do different at the age of 31 if you had a chance to do it all over again?" And what she really meant by that is that, well, guess what? You're that 80-year-old man that's 31 years old now. God is giving you the chance to do everything you said you would do differently at the age of 31. Now, with that chance in that story, 31 doesn't seem as old anymore compared to 80. So that hit home for me and made me stop weeping, crying, got, being depressed. And then I realized, I'm like, I know my worth. I know my work ethic. I know what I can. Hit me. I'm like, you know what? I need to stop tripping. I need to get on the ball and get rolling and take advantage of this opportunity. Here's how I want to finish this off. And this is for all of you that are watching this. Take a second and take a deep breath. You know what that breath is a symbol of? It's a symbol of life. It means you're still alive. It means that it's not over. If you're breathing, you will never be defeated. I can honestly say that I am doing much better than I was prior to my depression. And believe, believe it or not, I'm ready mentally that if I lost everything all over again, that I won't be depressed because I have life, because I have tomorrow. Why, when you wake up, you have to be grateful of just being alive and healthy. That alone is winning. To be honest, if it all happened again, um, would I change anything? No, because it definitely made me a much better person. Anyways, I think that's my little story of the day. I need a haircut. Hit y'all up later.